Why, hello, peoples of YouTube. We are here once again with Mass Effect 2.
Why, hello.
Okay. I am quite satisfied that... I am satisfied that... the audio is fine. Where was I last time? Sorry, Tally's treason, Samara doing that later, Jack doing that later. There, the Shadow broke, stop the city, priest for... Okay. Okie dokie, let's go.
Commander, you've received a new message.
Is there anything
You
I
have
should
unread
know?
anything else, Commander? Good luck out there, Shepard.
Okay. Nope. Wait, I should probably go talk to Jacob, because I think, if I remember correctly, it's been... I know he streamed just a few days ago, but...
For diverting to the Gurns.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just did his quest.
Maybe not the best.
My life is a wee bit topsy-turvy. Also, it's good to be back streaming on YouTube. I mean, streaming on Twitch was fine, but let's see. Hey, Paperclipped. How you been, Paperclip?
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Yeah, I still have no idea why YouTube vehemently refused to let us stream on it. But, for whatever reason, this new computer that Jessie gave us... Well, when I say new computer, I mean it's her old computer she's had for years, but she just upgraded. So she gave it to us because it's better than the computer we've been using. But for whatever reason, it's letting us stream now. And I'm quite happy about it, because again, I got nothing against Twitch. It's just, since we're predominantly a YouTube channel, it's just more of a hassle to have to... I haven't shared this video. What am I doing? Yeah, hold on. I need to share this. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see. Been good, you? It seems I heard you say you were kind of tipsy-turvy. Now that my computer is entirely down. Yeah. Abby and I, we bought the computer we have maybe a year into our marriage because my laptop that we had been using up to that point to do the channel keeled over on us. And since neither of us are computer savvy, we've pretty much not upgraded since. Alright. Pew! Pew pew! I'm also just glad to be back on YouTube since, well, we never got around to making that announcement video that Abby and I kept saying we need to make to let people know that we were streaming on Twitch, meaning the nearly 700... Oh, geez, we're almost at 800 subscribers. That is surreal to me. But the majority of those people, since they weren't on our Discord server, didn't know about the Twitch channel. Yeah, I mean, I threw it in the description of all of our streaming videos, but at the same time, I understand not wanting to watch a live stream if it's a recording and you weren't there for it, because you can't interact with it.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Hey, I guess it now means if and when I get back to playing, you know, the Transformers games, you'll be here for more sexy Starscream.
Probe away.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I've been there where it's like, by all accounts, I should be getting notified about these bloody whatever, but wasn't always getting notifications.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
Let's see. I lost my cyber stock. Well, that's good to know. But probably just for ease of anyone else in the chat, I'm just going to keep calling people by their names as it appears in the chat. Also for ease of my... in order to help me keep it straight. Or to help keep... Well, so much for keeping things straight. I already can't keep things straight. I'm already tripping over my tongue.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe.
That's good to hear. Yep, I appreciate you passing on the good news.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Cool. Pardon the bad joke, but I just thought of a god awful pun, and I'm going to share it. Shepard, Shepard shouldn't be mining for resources because this game is rated M, and miners shouldn't be involved with it. And now I've opened the floodgates for bad puns. Went through the trouble of having fake out on Pokemon 2/3. Trainers Pokemon had inner focus. Ah.
Probe away. Probe away.
Yes. I am the shepherd. I'm gonna shepherd all my little sheeps off the cliff. What's wrong with medieval insults? Still, would bestiality be better than pedophilia? I'm just going to say both are technically bad. And I would be hard-pressed to decide what I would think would be worse.
Probe away.
I am leaning a little bit more on, you know what, actually, I don't even want to, you know, choose between that. That'd be like choosing to have bees shoved up my ass or razor blades shoved up my ass. Either one would be preferable, and I would never choose one over the other. Because both of them sound like I am in for a bloody good shit. Or bad shit. I will make this joke / metaphor work somehow, damn it.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
Okay, let's refill on probes and we'll be on our way. Oh. 2 DLC quests in the same... not system... quadrant? I don't know.
Launching probe.
Oh. You know, having leftover pizza for breakfast might sound economical, but I don't think my stomach agrees with me. It's like, why'd you shove that cheese in my body this early in the morning? I needed something good and wholesome, like fruit or oatmeal. But no, you had to have what you ate for dinner for breakfast.
away.
Reheated.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Moving on. Let's see, there's Zaid. Okay, I swear to heaven, if I somehow can't get the Paragon option in Zaid's quest because of the bullshit renegade points I've been getting that I have no fucking clue how I've been getting, I am probably going to break my controller. Except I won't, because Xbox 360s are kind of out of print, and I don't want to lose my good controller.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Well, I apologize for not observing the proper etiquette for eating leftover pizza paperclip.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched.
And it's like, I definitely prefer PlayStation controllers just due to the fact that they're probably one of the only controllers out there that have D-pads that don't suck. But I also kind of prefer the Xbox and subsequently the Switch Pro controls that the control sticks are, well, the main control stick used for movement is at the top of the controller instead of having both of them on the bottom like the PlayStation. That always felt weird to me, at least as a kid. I've gotten used to it, owning a PlayStation 2, 3, and 4, and definitely planning on getting a PlayStation 5 when, you know, have money and there's enough games on it to warrant. I mean, honestly, the only two games or the only two consoles I've ever bought at launch was me and my siblings. We bought a Wii at launch just because we wanted to play Twilight Princess, because that game didn't get released on the GameCube till several months after the fact. That being said, there really wasn't much for it. And I got the Switch at launch, ironically enough, not because I wanted to play any of the games that were available at launch, but when I heard they were making Fire Emblem Warriors, I'm like, I need to own a Switch just so I can be ready for when that game comes out. And then that game kind of sucked. And it's not that it was bad, but it was great. Another spin-off Fire Emblem game that's got its nose firmly planted up Fire Emblem Fate's ass. It's like, I wanted a Fire Emblem Warrior game because I wanted
Probe away.
to see characters from across the franchise interact with one another, not characters from 3 specific games and then 2 other characters shoehorned in at the last minute to try to satisfy fans like me who complained about the lack of franchise representation. If anything, that just pissed me off even more. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I was raised Sony Xbox controller. I was raised Sony. Xbox controller is foreign for me. I never liked Xbox because back in PS2, Xbox controller was... Oh, yeah. I hated the original Xbox controllers. I only played them once, and... yeah, no. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. The only reason I got an Xbox 360 versus a PlayStation 3 in college was a combination of all my friends had Xboxes. I'm sure I've told this story, but whatever. I'll tell it again for those who don't know. All my friends had Xboxes, so I wanted to get an Xbox too, so we could play multiplayer together.
Probe launched.
Yeah, I also agree that the Xbox is a bit easier driver-wise, or whatever the hell you were saying. Yeah. But, plus on top of that, I kind of refused to get a PlayStation for years because I grew up with Sony elitists in the neighborhood who constantly badmouthed, shit on anyone who wanted anything other than a PlayStation. And then, well, by the time they switched over to Xbox rather than PlayStation, they had chilled the fuck out. Oh shoot, I should have saved. Oh well. But yeah, so PlayStation for years left a very bad taste in my mouth. Can I cancel? Can I? Okay, you know what? Fuck. Okay, we'll do it, and if not, I'll just start over everything that I've already done this stream. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, also PlayStation 3 didn't have Left 4 Dead 2, which is what I really wanted. On early Xbox 360, had many more good RPGs than early PlayStation. So yeah, I do agree with that. Heck, I know another thing that I was initially happy about. It had Tales of Vesperia on it, which I have stated multiple times on this channel. Tales of Symphonia is my favorite game of all time. So I'm like, yay, another Tales game! But then when I actually played Tales of Vesperia is one of my least favorite games of all time. In fact, I might even go as far to say that I fucking hate Tales of Vesperia. Actually, there was a joke between me and Abby for years. No, we still make this joke that my hatred for Tales of Vesperia, it's basically my ex-wife. Fire Emblem Fates has also achieved this coveted status of my ex-wife of video games, but oh man, I hate Tales of Vesperia.
Tapping into Blue Sun's communications. Stay tight and look out for Apple.
But yeah, I think when I got my Xbox, my first two games was Assassin's Creed 2 and Left 4 Dead 2. Got them both at a really good deal when I got my Xbox on Black Friday. Yeah, the only time I've ever gone Black Friday shopping was when I got my Xbox. And that was the last time I ever wanted to go Black Friday shopping. Because it would, well, that and working in a hospital, you don't exactly have time to go Black Friday shopping.
Here we go. Close. Back and left to rot.
Oh, sad fact. This character, Zaid, his voice this was the last role his voice actor did before he died. Did you hear that? Yeah, that's not gonna happen because we actually I bought Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition because I'm like, oh, it adds all the stuff that was absent from the American release. And it's like, hey, Abby, I really want you to play Tales of Vesperia. You know, help me kind of get a fresh perspective on a game that I hate, because she helped me get a fresh perspective on Tales of the Abyss, which was the other Tales game I vehemently hate. I still do hate Tales of the Abyss, but I don't hate it as blindly as I used to. And she kind of helped me notice some of the flaws that Symphonia had, so I could stop holding it to this unrealistically high pedestal. But no, I am not even joking. Tales of Vesperia is the only Tales game that Abby rage quit. She threw the controller down and says, "This is fucking stupid. This story sucks. These characters suck. I want nothing more to do with it." And I was perfectly fine to let her do that, because I'm like, you know what? I only wanted you to play through this game with me, honey, in hopes that maybe you'll see something that I didn't. But nope. If anything, she validated my hatred of that game. Not to mention that the extra content that was added back into the game actually made the game worse. And the only reason we're never going to do Fire Emblem Fates is because we really don't have a way of recording or streaming DS games.
This is Commander Santiago. If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Get the hell back out there.
Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
I'm not going to dignify that one with a response paperclip, albeit it's funny.
Started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring
But yeah,
cheaper labor.
it was kind of funny. Like, so Tales of Symphonia, Tales of the Abyss, and Tales of Vesperia. What's what I'm looking for? These were the three Tales games that they came out within like 5 years of each other, give or take. And you can tell because they're definitely the games that feel the most similar out of...
Every time I closed my eyes, every time I sighted down on it.
Sorry about that. Out of all the Tales games, they're the ones who feel the most similar. Like, they've got the
Goddamn Christ.
almost exact same overworld structure. Combat works almost identically, albeit they do fine-tune it with each installment. But yeah, just by the same token, they're also the ones that rip each other off the most. Like, no joke, when I first played... So the first three games I played in this order were Symphonia, Vesperia, and then Abyss. And I remember saying to myself, I'm like, okay, there are personality archetypes that appear in every single game. There are story tropes that appear in every single Tales game. So on and so forth. Thankfully, after I started playing more Tales games, I mean, admittedly, I still haven't played any of the ones older than Symphonia due to the fact that they're not widely available. And or don't have the consoles that they're on, or they cost hundreds of dollars. Again, that ties back into the widely available thing.
Vito.
Yeah, they did start breaking a lot of those trends and such.
On my command.
It's ow, 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 ow. Okay, leg cramp.
Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again.
Cause yeah, like Tales of Zestiria, Tales of Berseria, Tales of Xillia 2 managed to break a lot of the repeated tropes that I felt that I kept seeing in a lot of the different Tales games. But by the same token, that's another reason I hate Vesperia, is because I'm like, you're blatantly ripping off elements, plot beats from Symphonia, but you're doing it infinitely worse.
What the hell are you doing?
He's being a psychopath. Like, a pain-in-the-ass psychopath.
Opening the gate.
We don't sacrifice lives for the sake of the mission. There's always a better way.
Hanging out in the jungle for hours looking for another way in.
I don't like this character.
Here, go ahead. I'm gonna kill Vito.
You're endangering lives and the mission for your own selfish revenge.
You really want to do this, Shepard?
No, don't you know, it was a long con. They lowered the bar so much that later games would seem...
Let these people burn. Vito dies, whatever the cost.
Well... sorry, 1 second.
Fire! Watch out!
Oh, I mean shot. Sorry, 1 second. You know, that wouldn't be the strangest thing I've heard when it comes to bizarre development cycles or bizarre tactics people use. Actually, have you ever heard about all the shenanigans that Trey Park and Matt Stone would get up to in order to get their movies past the MPAA? Like, I got mad respect for those two, mostly because I have no respect for the MPAA. So the fact that they just are like experts at fucking with the MPAA make them kind of my heroes.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
You willing to watch these people die?
Damn right I am. We stop to help these people and Vito gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
We're here to free these people. We're going in.
Yeah, this really is all your fault.
Mistake. If we're gonna do this, we'd better get to it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree this was a mistake. So Zaid kind of is my shining example of, like, I think the real reason why Mass Effect 2 is everyone's favorite is it's the one that rewards and glorifies the renegade side of things, which, well, I've stated multiple times in this playthrough, I don't do renegade for any reason. Now my whole thing is, it's like, you know, you could have just been like, why don't you go kill your douchebag? Well, whatever. Because then again, we would be getting his loyalty or whatever. You fuck. Let's see, the more I see this game, the more I want to play, the more I want to play the game to not play it. Meaning I want to clear, with as little to do as possible, not speed run, but stealth and take away. Wait, what? I'm confuzzled.
This should come in handy. We can use this.
Cool. Fire. Okay, wait, I guess this is the way forward. Doubling back. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Fire. Fire.
Going to cover!
My eyes have seen the glory of the burning of the dick. I have toasted his soul because he's such a prick. I will bring down my heavenly fire from above. For I'm the warrior of love. Don't ask. Okay. This is fun and all, but can I get my... Yeah, can I get... Yep. Where is it? Yep, that. I want that back.
First person to bring me Masani's head gets something special in their paycheck.
Anthrax. He'll put anthrax in the envelope. Or, yeah, right, fine. I guess that is the last weapon I had equipped.
I took your son. I took your life. Now I'm taking it again. Take a knee now, Zaid.
Fuck, did it again. Okay, now I'm gonna pull out my SMG just so I've got the rotation I want. Rude.
Never should have come here, Zaid.
Very rude.
Did you forget who you were dealing with?
No, I don't think I don't think we really care though.
Get ready, Zaid. Here it comes.
Well, that's just rude.
Taking cover.
So, fun fact, the voice actor who's playing the guy that we're chasing, he was the voice actor of Starscream and Transformers Prime. I can't get away from Starscream. Just, it's not possible. Hey, thanks for your helpful fire, taking out your own men. It was very helpful. Excuse me. Duck and cover. Shepard, duck and... Fine. Don't duck and cover. Be that way. It's not like I care. I mean, it's not like my feelings are hurt or anything. I just really wanted you to duck and cover, man. Okay, even if we did forget what makes you worth remembering, Starscream, just too sexy.
This time, Zaid, you son of a bitch. See you in another 20 years.
Oh, don't be pessimistic like that. There's not a single Transformers series that would go without Starscream, so you'll be back sooner than that.
You just cost me 20 years of my life.
Oh, the... Yeah, back when they thought, you know, hiding under a desk was gonna...
Get me out of this shithole.
I'm not sure I need a man like
If
you.
you
on
did...
my-
Now stop screwing around. Let's go.
You put your own goals ahead of the mission.
I've survived this long.
You're part of a team now,
You-
Zaid.
I'm not done with Vito. But I think that me long enough to get your mission done.
I like the Paragon and Renegade system if it worked like advertised. But despite the fact that I've got so much Paragon, I should always be able to get that option. One playthrough I did, my Paragon was full, but because I picked one too many neutral options, it wouldn't let me get the Paragon option that would let me save Zaid and keep his loyalty. Fuck. That's why I don't like this character. Okay, if I'm able to keep Zaid without losing him, I feel confident that I can now do Jack and Tally's loyalty missions without running the risk of losing loyalty. But not yet. We're in the area. We might as well do the stupid Firewalker DLC. Oh man. I don't know what they were thinking with the Firewalker DLC. It's like, people didn't like the Mako from the first game. Why would you kind of bring it back? It wasn't in the core game. Why would you do this, BioWare? Why would you do this?
Commander, you
Is there anything I
have
should know?
unread. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Let's see. Yeah, I've done everything I can with Thane, so I don't need to keep poking him. I've gotten Grunt in his,
I'm more interested.
Sounds good. I could use some downtime. The way some people talk, we may as well be dead already. Hard for the crew to relax on this kind of job.
Just because apparently picking the Paragon option when you're talking to a potential love interest means flirting.
There's no time off for us, Jacob. Not in this job.
I'm just getting tired of hearing how we're gonna die no matter what. Not a great motivator.
No one said it would be easy.
Never thought it would be, but 5 minutes of, hey, we'll get through this, couldn't hurt.
We'll take some lumps, but we'll get through.
You've gotta figure, if all the people hoping we win stood up, the Collectors would have a much bigger fight on their hands. Claws, whatever. I bet we have a lot more friends once we win. Hope we live to see it.
I hear that.
Anyway, I need to get back to work. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you too. You're still, you might be a boring character, but you're not as boring of a character. Alright.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
While possible, Shepard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler, less alcohol and mood music required.
That's good. Glad you're still here. Oh, God.
Shepard, how can I help?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Thanks, Morden. Oh, man. I love the
messages for you.
advice that he gives. Especially about just making... just if you're romancing an alien... Oh, it's hilarious. Firewalker, MSV, Rosalie, or Rosalie, or whatever. Big rings.
Launching probe.
You're a big boy. Bill. I felt like everything I'd ever known about our universe was a lie.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe.
Excuse me.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe.
No, I have not been sleeping all right. But I'm surviving.
Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. I have detected an anomaly. Probe away.
Perfect.
Scans have found something.
Alright, putting this down. Feels good. Good stretch. Gotta move your dead bones. Alright, what is... Oh, yeah, you go from orange to red. I thought you were a blue sun. Shouldn't your second costume add a little blue on there? lava. Hot. Scary.
I don't think the ship is safe. We've run into the Geth far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. O'Loy. I think we'll be safe.
Render your secrets unto me. You cannot hide that which you carry inside. Knock knock, who's there? Shepard.
Primary systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle.
Oh dear.
This is your onboard VI. Mission objectives located. Caution, guided missile system active. Acquired.
Oh dear. That's...
That merits a second look. Obstruction detected.
Yes, obstruction detected and destruction executed. Okay, I really want to know why this, thing is having a seizure while I'm just trying to scan some research. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Mass Effect platforming game. Where the fuck did this come from? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or maybe I should be making a well, no. I'm not avoiding crashing into anything, so no, I guess Frogger wouldn't be more appropriate here. Okay, did I approach this backwards like I initially suspected that I did? Yeah, looks like it. Oh, okay. I have found the path. I have fucked up. Battletoads, huh? Yeah, that's one of those game series that I am aware exists, but was a bit before my time, so I don't actually know anything about them.
Mission objectives completed.
And the point of that was? Oof. Scusi. I mean, if they somehow worked the Hammerhead into other story missions, I'd understand the point. The point would be to get the Hammerhead itself, but I mean, I know it does get used, I think, in the Overlord DLC, but I don't get it. I don't know why I did the thing.
How may I
Is
help
there
you?
anything I
You
should
have
know?
unread. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Albie, Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Take that for the best. They're notorious for a single level spike, stupid, and oh. Yeah, that's always frustrating when a game just gets hard out of nowhere. Oh, speaking of cheap difficulty, I remember I was at a friend's house and he was like, hey, I'm like, oh, I've played Mortal Kombat, that's fun. Let's play Mortal Kombat. And the Mortal Kombat they had was Mythologies. No bueno. Mortal Kombat Mythologies can fuck right off. Oh, that's right. There's a couple different Firewall or Firewalker quests. Right. That being said, we are going to go help Tali. Because Tali is best girl. At least in this game. Well. That being said, I am saving before I go into this one. Don't want to make that mistake like I did. Let's see. Yeah, I feel really bad because I get a lot of people trying to be like, oh, you should try this older game. You should try that older game. Quite honestly, I usually end up genuinely not being able to stand them. Not because the games are bad, but because it's like I grew up after Controls got way more polished than this. So it's a pain. It's too frustrating for me to want to go back and play it. Because I remember a roommate of mine was trying to get me to play Perfect Dark with them. Because it's like the James Bond game on N64, but better. I'm like, I never played James Bond on N64, so I don't have any nostalgia for that type of gameplay. And since this was right around the time that I really had gotten into the Halo games, you don't get me wrong, that didn't last long, but it's like, this is just slow and clunky. It's like, but you got to appreciate it for what it was at the time. I'm like, I do. I really do. I always try to be conscientious about, you know, how things were now versus how they are then, so I can appreciate, you know, their place in history. But by the same token, it's like, if I don't have any personal connection in playing it, it's I usually can't bring myself to sit through it.
Permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Tali'Zorah.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Now, I actually did... I've never played it, but I hung out with a friend who owned it, and so I have seen at least some of Earthworm Jim.
Captain Shepard, Tali'Zorah told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keelah Se'lai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I stated this in past streams, but I love the design of the Quarians.
I wish I could do more to help.
And I'm glad that
Trial requires that I be a
we get to see more of them in this game.
You need to talk. They're charging you.
Actually, something I still find kind of dumb
The secret project.
when it comes to...
That's insane.
what's the word I'm looking for? It took until the third game's DLC for us to see a
Let's
female
keep that later,
Turian,
Tali.
so it's
What's our next step?
nice to see male Quarians pretty a lot
Tali'Zorah
quicker.
under arrest pending the hearing.
I mean, hell, there's still technically only
Until this trial is over.
2 Drell you see in the
Preparations
games,
got underway as soon as you arrived.
and then there's a third one, I guess, if you get one of the DLCs. But he's just a repaint of Geth, or not Geth, Drell. Or not Drell, Thane. Jeez, Thane is a Drell. I don't know why I said Geth. They're robot dudes.
If Tali'Zorah can't even get Quarian help.
Tali'Zorah Vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Yeah, again, sorry. Huge Mass Effect is probably my second favorite video game series, so went off on a rant there. Apologize about that.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali'Zorah Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
Actually, I'm just... for those who haven't seen, if you romance Tali, there's a really cute line where male Shepard calls Tali Mrs. Vas Normandy.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Including blackmail.
I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal
Oh, Tali.
legal tricks or political
I don't know what... Saying that there wouldn't be a better counselor than me, I think that says more about the counsel that you could get from the Quarians rather than anything about me. But I suppose to fill you in a little bit, Paperclip, Thane, the other alien who's in my party right now, he's a Drell, and there are only a grand total of 3 Drells that appear in the whole franchise, not counting multiplayer.
And enabled us to reach this season.
But one of the other Drell only shows up in a DLC, and he's just a repaint of Thane, the guy in my party. The only other Drell we see is Thane's son, his model's only slightly altered.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right, as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the Migrant Fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Chorus, but don't lie to me and expect...
Hi, Logain. Sorry, I don't remember your voice actor's name, but yeah, that's the voice he uses for Logain in Dragon Age Origins.
This hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the Migrant
Also, if I'm remembering correctly, he also voiced Kane from the Blood Omen series. But I could be mixing character voice actors.
Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy.
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the Migrant Fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you.
Well, that at least acknowledge it is at least at one time plus one more species as a mother is kind of required to have a son.
Safest course would be to simply destroy the ship.
Yeah.
But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to...
If I'm remembering the third game correctly, the douchebag in the middle, the thing...
I sound sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know.
You, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you could still be...
Extracurricular activities.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Yeah.
Understood.
I'm gonna do that after I talk.
How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hi, Vitor.
I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
I wonder if he's mentioned at all in the next game.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary.
Yeah, but I hate you, so I kind of feel like being a dick.
And you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine...
Again, I appreciate that you...
If you're not
but I still hate you.
why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
Asshole! You are an asshole!
Your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and...
Is that just in response to what I said to this Admiral, the no offense taken, no spiteful actions to come? Or did I say something that I should be more concerned about offending people?
Things could become very exciting.
Thank you for the
Okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Let's see. Nope. Rieger!
Oh, Rieger.
Shepard, Tali Zora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Carl.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Okay, I gotcha.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
I hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
See you, Rieger. I'm so sad that you only get a brief mention in the third game, specifying that you died.
Shala, you told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you...
Dick move, but you got a point.
That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Al-Arai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Riel was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Really?
Mental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean room safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
Yeah, no, I don't really need to speak to you more. We yelled at you already. Plus, I want to get on to talking to the other two admirals.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Al-Arai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangerel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father put too much of yourselves into this.
I'll definitely say I appreciate you here in this quest, but...
smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you.
Oh boy.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
Yeah, you're definitely not an asshole, but you definitely don't make things.
Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find someplace to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Yep, okay. I did remember correctly. This guy does ultimately become my favorite admiral.
Proud human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vasnima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vasquibquib. Do not ask about the name.
That's where I got the name Wheep Wheep.
You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Yeah, she would just be exiled, but for a Quarian, that's, pretty bad.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out.
Testify.
Our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Yes, technically, but since I'm not romancing her, I want her to be able to have a home to go back to.
You have a ship named Quib.
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Yeah, sorry, just to clarify something I said. Abby and I, we kind of invented an alien monster creature thing that's shown up, that's kind of become a reoccurring creature in my tabletop games. I called it Wheep Wheep, and I'm realizing, oh, I probably got it from twisting this name Quip Quip. Yeah, he is Wheep Wheep the Fungal Queep.
Surprised to hear you say
I don't
that.
hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Alright. Let us be about our business. Let us go shoot some motherboards.
Loyalty to the fleet are more than just killing them. Talizora is guilty.
Talizora Vasnima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault.
Naming after the ships kind of reminds me of whatever time period that Ezio from Assassin's Creed is from. How his name is the name of the city he was born was worked into his surname. I think it's fun.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now.
I don't actually know if I'm assuming that was probably historically true, because I know Assassin's Creed to an extent tries to be accurate with historical information before they work in their fiction around it. Okay. Ugh. And overload! Ladies and gentlemen, levels like this are why Overload is my favorite ability in all of Mass Effect. Followed closely by Reeve or I think it's called Dark Matter. That's another one you can get in the third one. Albeit the Lance is pretty fun too. Oh, and Lash. That's fun. Okay, the point is I really like Mass Effect, and I will not apologize for this. Say that name is going to cause some quips. You guys briefly mention him. Yep. Oh, yeah, so I've like redesigned the character of Wheep Wheep multiple times. He originally, I was like, I'm going to stick a frog, or I'm going to stick the back of a bee on the body of a frog, and then a few other things in there, but, well, his current design is, I realized, I'm like, this thing looks awkward, so I redesigned him again to be a visual joke of the Awkward Turtle Panda Moose song. So now he's got the head of a turtle / neck of a turtle. Oh.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility.
Yeah, I do agree. It is kind of interesting when surnames were also meant to designate your profession. Well, interesting, not necessarily something. Yeah, especially since probably to an extent that was a way of keeping the lower class, well, identifiable. So I'm kind of glad how last names work, well, at least, yeah. I think last names work pretty consistently around the world these days, but I could be wrong.
How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
Incoming.
Oh, whoops. Okay, where? There. When he randomly gets scary, huge, he will be weep, because that's what he'll do. Actually, currently, weep, or he is,
Lockdown navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake will endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door.
Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to press A on that damn thing.
I love you very much.
One more for the road. Nah, actually, I'm gonna shoot you too, because that's your fault. You fucked me up.
Trouble to the right.
But miss. I think I have stated this before, but I love the way that Geth weapons look. Actually, I just like the way that Geth tech in general looks. And before anyone who's watched my playthrough of Mass Effect 1, yes, I know for a fact that I described the Geth ships looking like high-tech dildos. Shut up.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance.
I know that I would have... Oh! I know for the longest time I didn't want to have my last name because...
Testing weapons on the Geth, right?
It's not testing weapons on...
Yeah, I like my last name now, but yeah.
Other parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our homeworld.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Just realized how unintentionally fitting you do you was for that. Yeah. You do you, and I'll do me. Wait, yeah. Okay, moving on.
I'm hacking that one.
Okay, people are dead and stuff. There you are. You. Hey, that's my armor you just shot. And that's your face I just shot. In the immortal words of Edward Norton in Fight Club, anyone who comes this way gets a lead salad. Is there people up there?
Go in peace.
Guess not.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rael Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rael Zora.
Father! No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
Damn it.
Good, evil. I'm the one with the gun.
To be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerel and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Let's finish this. Cute. And overload. Overload. I missed. And I pressed the wrong button anyway, so saying overload didn't really matter. Over. How do you keep missing? Blood and thunder. Well, why? But when you said, "Hey, that's my armor," you just shot. My head went to "She turned me into a newt." I got better. And newt.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the Admirals, not anyone.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
We need to face facts. There has been no...
Sounds like the hearing.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
I'm wearing a mask that's literally called the Death Mask. Do you really
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel.
really expect me to not, you know, kill someone or something?
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. Hangarel wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali Zora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander.
Oh, I want anything other than the ending of The Graduate. But yeah, you're not wrong about the timing.
If you appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Solai.
Alright. I am full of confidence that I don't need to worry about losing other people's loyalty.
I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf.
Betcha, you don't have to.
Being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Okay, it hurts that I'm not playing male Shep and I can't romance you. It's like...
Come on, Tali Zora Vas
Yes,
Normandy.
I know.
Let's get back to our ship.
I played Fem Shep for the stream because that's something I almost never ever do. Plus, Fem Shep's got a way better voice than male Shep, but oh, it hurts. That's something I've noticed about BioWare games in general. The voices they get for their female protagonists are always top-notch acting and just give a real weight to their characters. And it's not to say that the male characters have bad voice actors, but they just can't do what the female character... They just don't have that oomph the female characters do, or the female protagonists do. Actually, I'll take it back. I think the only male protagonist voice that I genuinely don't like from a BioWare game is...
How may I help you?
Is there anything I should
Nothing.
know?
Anything else?
That'll be all.
Is that I really don't care for male Hawk's voice in the second Dragon Age game. Like, I don't know why, but it just drives me insane. His voice just doesn't sound right to me. Hey, Tali.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of Geth. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
And right there is where I could have initiated the romance with her.
With a Krogan?
Oh yeah. Yes, I haven't.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Oh, that's right. I haven't checked on you in a while because there's not much to check on. I'll talk to you after I do your quest, Jack. Hey, Grunt, I'm pretty sure you don't have anything more for me, but I'm on your floor. I might as well...
Shepard.
Just checking in.
Battlemaster.
Yep.
I have it. Shepard.
Thank you, Grunt. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'm walking the decks already. Let's go check on everyone on the next floor up. Again, I don't think there's anything more. Well, I might have a few more conversations I can have with Garrus, but we'll see. We shall see. Hello, Thane. How are you?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
You needn't ask. Time for me is short, Siha. But any I have is yours to take.
How are you feeling?
No worse than ever. You needn't worry. And you are well?
Okay. Definitively convinced that...
I'm looking forward to the end of the mission. It has been many years.
I spent 2 years.
Yep. Okay.
Strange.
Cool.
I should only read
This is just this is just a repeat of the. Yep, repeat of before. Yeah, me too. Me too. I really Shepard's voice, FemShep's voice, great voice. Yeah. All right. If the man I'm going to bonk probably doesn't have anything more to say, you probably don't either, Miranda. But
Commander.
Throw me.
Have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot
Yep.
to do. Of course,
Cool.
Commander.
All right, Garrus, I've only spoken to you once since your personal quest, so maybe you've got something to chit-chat about. Open the door, let me in.
Shepard.
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time.
Oh, yep.
Optimizing weapons charges, planning attack vectors, you know, relaxing. I'm still trying to figure out how to prepare for this mission.
Oh. Okay.
Garrus.
Sure thing.
Right. Because I can break things off with Thane. Okay, that's literally just a repeat of the conversation that lets me initiate bonking Garrus, but I am not doing that because I am romancing Thane this playthrough. Because Thane is my favorite. Well, of the available romances for FemShep, he's my favorite. Actually, that's something I've always kind of noticed about Mass Effect versus Dragon Age. Dragon Age always has way better romance options for the female protagonists, but Mass Effect, at least in my humble opinion, always has better romance options for the male protagonists. Again, other people could disagree, but that's just my 2 cents on the matter. So I know a lot of people are like, well, FemShep can romance Specialist Trainer. I'm like, yeah, but Male Shep can romance Tali and Cortez, so... Recapture Freighter. I wonder what that is. Okay, yeah, sure, let's go recapture the freighter, whatever that is. Recapture freighter, freighter. Where's the freighter? Hold on. To the space. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, when I read the title of that, I know it starts with an S, not an N, but the Stroman, or whatever it's called, it made me think of the Nostromo from Aliens. Hey. So yeah, just Jack and Samara left loyalty-wise. Well, from what I've seen, Dragon Age has a much larger female player base. That's fair. That's fair. That might also be because if, you know, Abby is anything to go off of, she's of the opinion that it's got Dragon Age has got such good male hunks to want to cuddle up with on a cold winter's eve.
Fire at will, Gamma. Protocol, deploy suppressive fire.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Well, there's nothing wrong with having a predominant female fan base, as long as you don't get some assholes like the people behind Teen Titans and Young Justice who are like, well, only girls watch our show, they don't buy toys, we gotta cancel it. Besides, I'm also of the opinion, I'm like, we need more female fans of different games in order to... Whew! What's it called? I think it's Dead or Alive 6 and Mortal Kombat 11. It's like, holy shit. They're actually doing away with the overly sexual female designs. I'm like, it's about damn time. And for the record, I'm not against, you know, sexy designs, but if the design just makes me tilt my head to the side and be like, how is that staying on? Or wouldn't that hurt trying to fight in? Then I feel it goes too far. Or how is that staying on?
Time to die!
What happened here? Sun-dried humans, anybody? Now, if we could just get... Well, okay, it's not that there aren't female fans of superhero comics, but if we can get... Just get Marvel and DC to acknowledge the fact that girls like comic books, we might be able to cut back on some of those... physics-defying costumes. Actually, I remember when Wonder Woman from 2017 was coming out, a lot of people accused Gal Gadot she couldn't be Wonder Woman because her breasts weren't big enough. To which I think she fired back, it's like, you know that real Amazons actually cut off one of their breasts in order to help them fight, right? Which I'm like, she's right. Or at least the real Amazons of myth. I don't know if Amazons were even yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just a myth. But I'm like, kick their ass, Gal Gadot. And again, that movie in general just kicked ass. Okay, let's see. Stand fan service, but I often am bothered when it Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Just for full transparency's sake, I love reading Red Sonja comic books. I genuinely like her character, and for whatever reason, she's just that one character that Despite the fact that she's fighting in a chainmail bikini, it doesn't bother me because I like her character that much. But, how do I put this? It's when it's something like the fan service in Fire Emblem Fates. Camilla's design baffles me. And then the fact that, what's it called? The Cavalier units? You know, the people, the girls, the women riding on horses on hard saddles. I'm like, why are their ass cheeks exposed? That would hurt. It baffles me then, as well as Ivy's outfit from Soul Calibur. I'm like, how do you fight in that? Or just if there's not a good balance. See, I think that's another thing I'm all about. I'm like, if you want to have fan service, please balance it. Have a male character who's in a skimpy outfit. Have a couple female characters who aren't wearing sexy outfits. But it's just when it's like, oh, all the males are designed to look cool and all the females are designed to look sexy. I'm like, it needs to be a bit more balanced.
Requested cargo is located on the ship's upper deck.
Yep, I'm glad to see that you've got great taste in sun-dried humans. Indeed, I am back where I was, but good taste in, you know, sun-dried humans. Endangered's not here. Paperclip. Sorry, Paperclip. Endangered just tuned into almost every single one of my Mass Effect streams, so I'm kind of used to chatting with him, them, it, her. Tonight, I'm looking for a sweet old man. Very wore a hat. He'd be sitting in a wheelchair. I'm looking for an Englishman and his lady friend, him or her, and an uncle in a wheelchair. I must find him, them, it, her, tonight. Okay, I'm going to stop singing random bits from, you know, the random bits of songs I remember from musicals I was in high school, and I'm going to just focus on the game. Sound good to everyone else? Have I already been here? I admit this... I am remembering this ship now. I do remember that I did play through... Yeah, it's just the fact that this one kind of works on new doors open up in kind of a maze-like structure. I have a tendency to lose my orientation and forget which door I've already been through. It's the same problem I had with the worst part. Like I've said earlier this stream, Tales Symphonia is my favorite game of all time. But there's a point in that game where I always end up screaming at the game because it's built like a maze and you have to warp around locked doors, but slowly the doors start unlocking and you then start losing your placement on everything. Okay, where's that? There's something I can read. Where's the thing I can read? Reading is good for one's education. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, this glitch again. You know, it's funny. I've never gotten this glitch before in my life, and both this session and last stream, I get it. That's 2 times in less than a week. Oh man, if I'm getting glitches now that I'm doing it live to show to the world how much I love this franchise, I'm fucked once I stream Andromeda. Because, oh man, there's so much hate for that game. So much hate it doesn't deserve. And I want to show people how good it is, but if it starts glitching all over the stream, I'm going to Sign one of my favorite games' death's warrants. Oh well. Mass Effect Legendary I've been here. Mass Effect Legend. Okay, is there a... What's the codes found in the captain's log to open the canister and recover the valuable cargo from Cerberus? Okay. So, do I go back to the cargo? Fuck. Just send a text to my group chat that I missed endangered. That was interesting to explain. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, cargo thingy? Okay, Shepard, you ran into someone. It's not like you were gutted and had to, you know, spit out your kidneys onto the floor. It's like, you don't need to do an impression of me trying to pronounce Sol Rack's name from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Wait. Sorry, I think I'm missing the joke on that one. Is Andromeda the lesson on color theory? Yeah, I think I'm missing the joke. I'm missing a lot of things, so. My name is Boris. Okay. My name is Brunhilde. I a sweetest supermodel, yeah? Sorry, that's something that one of my college roommates would say randomly just to be weird. Ooh. Oh, yeah, nice stretching out your bones, yeah? No,
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Pick a color. No. That's not Andromeda. I didn't mean. Okay. Back to Almaga. I guess I didn't really scan any. I don't care. Let's get a little fuel. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've been back here since the very beginning of the game. I also realized just now when you said not dropping a kidney, that one, such as myself, could hear kidneys. And that got a much darker tone. Yes, yes it did. Sprint. Hold A to make a call with Sprint. It's not Zaid. Come on, Samara. We're gonna do your quest now. Right thing. You know, I kind of think Thane is the only character whose palette swap really... I'm going to hold off leveling you up because I really want to fully upgrade your Reeve, because it's Reeve, and Reeve is really good.
The daily death count on Omega is too high for me to
Also because there really isn't any combat going to go down on this one.
of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari. Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Well, yeah, it's Omega. Of course we're going to go talk to Arya. It's like, you don't just come to Omega and not talk to Arya. Well, that reminds me, I don't think I've done any side quests here, because I think I came and went, because I was in a bit of a hurry. See, I don't think I've done Patriarch stuff. Yo!
What do you need?
This data pad was on one of the mercs going out.
Oh yeah,
to Archangel. They were coming for you next.
Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking. Good luck finding her.
Okay, let's...
What do you need?
One scan and we're straight to business.
Your death was... Whatever you need will come out on its own.
Sorry, I'm just kind of skipping through this, seeing if I can...
So you must know what...
Just don't waste my time.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be here.
Let's... Maybe I did already do the Patriarch one. I don't remember.
Arya has a job she needs doing.
That depends on what Arya...
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill
Okay, yeah.
I'd like you to keep that from happening.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch, come back here when it's done. You'll get your due. Good luck.
Alright, I'll kill you later. Not doing that. Doing that. You. Nope. Don't need a lap dance.
Don't send him. No. You said he had close family. He'll just want revenge. Kill the fat. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Arya's Patriarch. What do you want?
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
And so your name grows, while I remain an old man who lets others fight his battle.
No. You remain a powerful warlord with forces at his command, not just Arya's trophy.
Well, you could be my Trent, fighting for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again.
Yeah, you barely see this character, and I'm like, I already find him kind of fascinating.
Out of our way, human.
You here for Patriarch?
What if we are? You gonna do something about it?
Patriarch sent us. Said to do whatever it takes.
You're Patriarch's Krant? I wasn't aware the old man had one.
You should have done your homework.
Shepard, you just sucker punched. I guess you didn't punch him in the face, so you just gut punched a Krogan and practically took him down. If anyone was wondering why Shepard is so feared and respected, you just watched. You just witnessed it.
You killed them all. And everyone knows that the Patriarch is not to be crossed. Thanks to you, Arya may think of me as more than a trophy. A real advisor, maybe. Or even a threat.
Take care, Patriarch.
For the first time, I like that name. By the way, be careful with Arya. She will approve of what you've done, I think. But not of you altering the balance of Omega. I think it reminds her too much of herself.
Wow, I like went about this in like the worst possible way.
Arya wants to speak with you.
Word has it that Patriarch's Krant took out the men sent here to kill him. Funny, I didn't know he had a Krant.
Patriarch has more influence than you thought.
I see. Well, maybe I should watch my back then. It's not what I asked, but you got the job done.
Okay, cool.
You've done a lot for me, Shepard. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world.
I'm not looking for payment from you.
Look at you. Whatever you find is yours to deal with. You should find a nice
Cool.
man to keep you moving.
Again, it's nothing personal, Arya. It's just this game can be kind of a dick when it comes to Paragon choices. Again, I think that is another reason I do vastly prefer Andromeda to the original trilogy. I know the Paragon Renegade system is a huge part of the franchise's identity, but I liked not having to deal with that because it got frustrating. All right, time to kick your ass. You know it's good because it's blue, bitch.
I hope it was worth it.
What's going on here?
Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
The few ships sighted have been small scouting vessels that rapidly retreated.
Okay, nope, back this way. It was...
Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report.
Oh, excuse me. Can I talk to him? I'd like to... Fine, I'll come back and deal with you. Alright, on to deal with Samara's diddly daughter. The murderer!
Sources say that the Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, may be leaving the Citadel after years of bad press and rumors of intelligence leaks.
Yeah, actually, since I didn't have a ton of cash when I was here first, I should check the shops again before I leave, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Especially since it's lots of armor. Actually, I honestly think the whole reason I survived was, well, I mean, yes, it is plot armor, but I think it had to do with, like, the augmentations I got when I was rebuilt. I mean, I know they rebuilt me as close to what I was supposed to be, but that is just my guess. Also, speaking of plot armor, I just bought a bunch of armor.
Greetings. I was hoping you'd come by. I'm Ish, and this is Cell. You look like a good person to know.
Friendly faces seem hard to come by around here.
Reasonable people are more valuable than air in a place like this.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider a proposition. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business, specifically the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilion. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good luck, my friends.
So, considering the fact that when Asari mind meld, they tell you to embrace Eternity, and Eternity is also a bar. Are they basically saying that their powers are alcohol-based?
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago, and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Aria's people?
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry, I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her. Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things. We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, Diary. Cycle 34, Orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped your
Like the fact that my eyes are just staring back into your soul.
Everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, Orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the helix is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, Orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the holo journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal, and she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
So we have to lure her out.
Exactly. Shepard, you read my mind. Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her.
Also, you're the main character.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
Okay, is there anything more I can... No, that should do. Just a quick save. Just so I don't. Because Endangered kept flipping out saying this is the easiest one to fuck up, albeit I've never had that issue, but...
What do you want?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
You know, I'm just kind of throwing this one out there. If she's would be attracted to someone who's a master on the battlefield, do I really need to go in without my armor? I mean, weapons, okay, we want to get her comfortable, but without the armor? I don't know. And I mean, plus I was able to sneak a sidearm in on Kasume's quest, and I was wearing even less than I'm wearing right now.
Alone, Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, suddenly...
Well, yeah, we got to strip down, so it's definitely anting the armor. Oh, what? That's dumb.
Know this. A Until I get there, you are in
Don't.
great
Yeah, no.
She will be planning to inflict
Bad pun.
horrors on you.
Bad pun.
Careful, you will want her to.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. But pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway. That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust and honor you.
Yeah, I will need to finish the stream after I finish this quest. I've got something. I got somewhere I gotta be in an hour.
Likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Vayenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morin sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morinth will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
You know, I actually kind of appreciate, you know, a statement like that, which could be misconstrued as romantic, but you can't romance Samara. So I kind of, going along with some of the things I've said about how I wish everything wasn't all about romance.
I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I could score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
The music here used to be avant-garde.
Come, don't be like that. I got creds.
Yeah, that's true.
My place. I got simple tastes.
Back off, asshole. I'm a dancer, not a hooker.
You got a mouth on you. I'll enjoy watching you use it.
The lady asked you to step away.
You want in on this transaction? Hey, I don't care if it's you or this bitch. I just like good times.
Good times are over.
Thanks for that. Security was asleep.
Stay away from the dance floor, Shepard. You can't dance. Alright, put mine. Oh, okay, sounds good.
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
What kind of help?
My friend Moiral is doing a piece on Omega Games. She's hanging with Floret. He's the worst of the worst.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Floret's onto her. His gang is on the way here, and they're gonna make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Floret, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity. In that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity. In that order, just work them into a sentence.
Oh. Are you still here?
Something I can do for you, lady?
Is there a public extranet terminal around here?
In a club? You don't have an Omni tool?
That is a pretty strange question.
I get by on public terminals. My Omni tool's been broken for an eternity.
That's a tough break. I'm done talking to you now.
Hey, Floret. I have to pee.
Yeah? Hurry back, Moirol. I'm ready to head out.
You're an interesting one. I hate this place and everyone in it. I hate it all over again.
Lots of money on display. Good cred hunting tonight. We'll hit him in the alley. As long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep Pink off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
I want you gone from here.
Hey, we gotta pay the man. We work for Hink. You hear that? So, what do you think of this now?
How about I give you enough creds for your boss, then you leave and stay gone. No one gets hurt.
Works for me. Let's go.
My name is Morin. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me?
Well, I've got a booth in the shadows. That's not a trigger warning.
To talk to.
Okay, let's get ready for the most awkward conversation. In the whole game.
I want the same things.
Do we?
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concerts.
This
Maybe
is...
we should go together.
Oh, man, just working this checklist into the conversation is just so awkward.
You know?
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Do you know the artist Forta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Deeply disturbed. Oh, great. An Arctic Yakshi likes my work. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, no, that's just, seriously. You did a much better job.
Do you know Vaenya?
My favorite. The two actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine.
Yes.
When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
Violence is a means to an end. Power is that end.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
I'm damn lucky that she decided, that she... I mean, she what? Seduced that poor girl for how many days or weeks? And just like, hey, I can smell main character status on you. Let's... Oh, Jesus freaking...
Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp? Nicer. I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better.
I hate everything about you, lady.
A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped. I love any game where your opponent can believe he's about to win just before you kill him.
Okay. I've...
I love clubs.
Please, 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 please. Sometimes my disc glitches out in this scene. I pray to God it doesn't happen here.
It's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
People feel safest right before they die.
It's true. We're never safe. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission. I think we share that, you and I.
We've both killed many times. But that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's stop playing games. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me.
Creepy, 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 creepy psycho.
Don't count on it.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper. Marin! Mother.
Do not call me that. I can't choose to stop being your daughter. Mother. You made your choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me.
Yeah, and murdering. Murdering lots of people. Because... Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the sound glitching out here is, Seriously. I have a friend who flat out states he always picks Morith here. Which I just don't get. Look, I'm not saying that I like Samara's, you know, zealotous Justicar code, but...
The embrace of the goddess.
I'm sorry. Morith didn't... If she wanted her freedom, that'd be one thing. But that hasn't stopped her... But nothing justifies going around and murdering innocent people. Don't ask her if she's okay. She'd be annoyed with that. It's like... I get it. Much in the same way, I kind of feel this is a parallel to the mages in Dragon Age. It's really unfair to expect someone to be locked up for the rest of their life due to something that they had no control over and they were born with. But nothing justifies going around killing people. Like, if she just wanted to be free, left alone, to roam the galaxy, I'd have no problem with that. In fact, I might even side with her most of the time. But the fact that she wants to live so she can keep on murdering and, you know, getting off on the prey and hunting and killing people, yeah, fuck her. Fuck her, fuck her, fuck her. She's a monster and she deserves to die. Especially since, if you actually... Let's see. Well, subtlety, subtitles work, lots of dramatic... Yeah. But... what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I am looking for? Especially since if you kill Samara and you get Morinth on your crew, you can actually pursue a romance with her that ends in a game over because she kills you. Don't bring Lady Gaga into this paperclip. Okay. That just leaves Jack, I believe.
Is there anything I should
Nothing.
know?
Anything else?
All right.
Here if you need anything.
All right. Just since I'm going to have to go soon, that is where I am going to leave you. And once again, yay, YouTube's working again, so we can stream here once again. So, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you in the next stream.